Elizabeth Banks stars, produces, directs, and even sings a little bit. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks
I
for having
just love
me.
the film. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your first feature directorial debut. What was that like for you? Being a director, producer, and actor on the film.
It was, it was a great challenge, really fun, something I was working towards for a long time. I've been wanting to direct. I directed plays in college. I sort of had my 3-ring binder staring at me in my office, calling to me. And this was something I was attached as a producer to this project from the very beginning. It was a book proposal that my husband found. I got to work with my husband on this movie, standing next to me the whole time. And it was a great way to make a movie, something that I really care about. Very funny, which is something I care deeply about. Great comedy for a bunch of great women, such an amazing cast. And
yeah, and they all came back for this one, which is amazing. It says a lot about the film when everybody comes back, right?
It does. I think the first movie was such a surprise. We knew that we had made a really fun movie with a big heart, but it caught fire, and it's because of those fans and the love of the first movie that we were able to make a sequel. And the biggest challenge was not disappointing those fans.
Yeah, so the Barton Bellas are back 3 years later. They're on the top. They're 3-time national champs until there is some national scandal. Rebel Wilson, or Fat Amy as she calls herself, has a little bit of a glitch in front of the president, the First Lady.
Yes, she does. Yeah, she had what we call Muffgate. Can you say that on morning television?
You just did. Whoops.
we needed, the challenge here was at the end of the first film, they're so good, the Barton Bellas, and they are good, and we really wanted to showcase them as a group this time, but we love an underdog story. We wanted to make them underdogs again. They are a wonderful group of misfits, and we really wanted to highlight that. And one of the ways to do that was to just take them down a peg, a national disgrace. That's how we start the film. And
you're back as a sassy and hilarious a cappella commentator along with John Michael Higgins. And when I got to see you guys on set about a year ago, that is a lot of that's ad-libbed.
Yes.
You just sit there and crack each other up the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, we have really funny jokes written for us, but we really love to play. I think our goal is essentially cracking up the crew.
Yeah.
It's almost like if they're all laughing, that's when I know I can call cut.
And I got to ask you really quickly, you had 6 of the Green Bay Packers on doing cameos.
Yeah.
And they can actually sing.
They're great. They're really good singers.
How did that come about? So they tweeted you and they begged you for the opportunity?
It wasn't a beg. David Bakhtiari, who's a Green Bay Packer, it was during his rookie season that the movie came out, and he basically was tweeting about it. So I followed him on Twitter, and he immediately DM'd me that they would love to be in the film. And my husband, who's a huge football fan, giant, football nerd, I put the two of them together, and the next thing I knew, here they were in our movie.
I was so impressed. They're really good. They're really good.
They're
Maybe
really
a Pitch Perfect 3 spot for them.
Just for that. It's the whole movie is on a football field.
There we go. Elizabeth Banks, thanks again. Again, Pitch Perfect 2 from our sister company Universal Pictures opens on May 15th. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.